What's next? Today I was watching Not Your Average Sunday show with Jeff Doherty on March 29th. And although I can't participate in chat because he blocked me, I still watch the whole thing. Sometimes I avoid the live stuff because I want to chat. And there's nothing, I can't say anything, so why bother? So now I just watch him in the rebroadcast, and then I can comment and actually form a much more well thought out response. And I don't know if he deletes my comments or he just ignores them. Either way, it's fine. At least I got my point of view out into the world, or off my head. Yes, I still watch Jeff Doherty even though he blocks me. Only because I think he's got some great ideas. I think he brought me further on along my path to dialectic thinking, basically listening to others' point of view, and not having to agree with them, but just listening to what they have to say, and by listening to what others say, you can get more about your own point of view. I mean, he says things like, you have no original sin. Oh, I agree with that. We don't have original sin. As an individual, it's our power. We are an aspect of God within ourselves. And the original sin was just put on us by the dogma of the religion. Original sin was never really brought up by the original Christians. Another thought is, you have the spark of divinity within, you're sovereign and free. You do not need salvation. You do not need to come on bended knee. Yes, because we are each an aspect of God. We are each God for our own lives. We are in the full power of our own life path. We can materialize. We can manifest perfection in our life if we focus on good things, and materialize garbage in our lives if we focus on bad things. This is all true. So I do agree that, we should really focus on being positive. 100% agree with him. Right on the money. But it's like his core beliefs are just manipulated by his own personal aggravated negative energy dogmas. It's like his evangelical side has come forward, because anyone who expresses any alternate opinion, he just shoots down right away without listening. And the point is, I'm not asking him to agree with others' opinion. I'm more to the point asking him just to listen. I mean, he's so simple-minded that he's so focused on what he knows that anything against it, causes a shift in his mind. And he always pushes. He pushes. He had a whole video on maintaining dialectic discussion, in being against didactic discussion, and that video really put so much enlightenment on me. And then I watch him and I realize, holy crap, he's so didactic in his, as long as you agree with him, oh yeah, that's great. And you can disagree a little bit, but disagree too much, you're blocked, you're dumped, you need to rip you to pieces by little bits of fact. So he makes you look like an idiot by taking what you say and manipulating it to make himself look like this great individual, and that's irritating. Something that he, one of his people, let's see, I'll say TD. I don't want to push people out, but TD said, associate with people with the same vision of the future. The problem with that is, when you associate yourself with yes men, you'll never grow. You have to have people who challenge you. You have to challenge your beliefs, not to tell you, what to believe, but more make you think. Thinking is so much more important in this life. You can't just accept everything that others have told you, and you also can't accept that what you once believed right now, because in the future, things will come and they're going to change your beliefs, and they're going to shake you up. You have to use your knowledge and grow. We have to grow. We're always growing. That's what life is. It's all about growing. It's about learning new things, making new facts, reassessing bearings. If your bearings are set for the same thing as you go, wind and tide you can't see will shift your direction, and you'll end up being off course. You have to continually readjust your bearings in life. Another thing is, what is it, I associate with. So, I just wanted to put out there that Jeff Doherty does have some really great information, but he's gonna crush you. If you express anything against his point of view, against his dogma, he's gonna crush you, and you can't take it personal. I mean, he's always said about, question answers. Make questions and question answers. And yes, exactly. When anyone ever tells you, you have to take it, and decide how it works in your life, because we live on so many perspectives. Our life is pure perspective. And when someone tells us, and actually the same fact told to two different people, due to their own personal perspective, can mean two different things. And then those two people will argue over that fact. But it really is not the same fact, because it's been manipulated a little bit. So that's why listening to what other people think is important. That's why not accepting the negativity in life. Jeff Doherty have said that, love me or hate me, but don't just be ambivalent towards me. Because he says he's using the negative thing as energy, blowing out the fire arrow, blowing out the arrow and putting it in his quiver. He's so manipulated by his own aggression. Yes, negativity is part of learning, but others' negativity directed towards you, you don't want to fester that. You want to listen to them. You don't want other people's negative towards you, because if someone's negative to you, you have to put up a shield. When you put up a shield, you're going to miss important information. So that's why you should have peace with your enemies, have open discussion. You want to learn. You constantly want to learn. So if you disagree with something, listen to it. Use it to better yourself. Don't just cut everything down that you disagree with. If a negative person starts spouting blah blah negative, you don't have to fight them. You can't say no. You're bringing negativity to your life. What you have to do is you have to listen to them and give them an option to make their life better by piece by piece. Well, Jeff Doherty said you bring a horse to water and you hold its head under water to force it to drink. You don't do that with a horse. That's just the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And he says, well, it's a metaphor. No. He's ruining the whole idea. You bring a horse to water and you show him it's safe. And the horse goes against it and you say, well, I'm here to support you. So you give him piece by piece. You teach others by your own positive example. And really, if you're not a positive example, you're either a cult, a manipulator, or entertainment. So you choose. You want to be a teacher, you want to be a cult, you want to be a master manipulator, and you want to just be pure entertainment. It's your choice. And life is about constantly moving forward, constantly learning, constantly bettering ourselves, taking what others people say, listening fully, with full attention. Don't need to wait to talk. You just listen, and no matter what they say, even if you 100% disagree with it, you listen compassionately. And whatever you agree, just pick up that. Whatever you disagree with, just use it as an anecdote, as a piece of information that you can utilize to learn more about them. Because even if you disagree with someone 100%, you can learn about them. Because the story is not much the story, as in the theme of the story and how much other things lead into each other. Because the longer someone's talk, the more you'll learn about them. So even if they're 100% a down, sad, depressing person who you really don't want to hang around with, maybe by listening to them a little bit better, you'll learn something that you do want to hang around with them. I mean, I have friends who are very, negative, but they have such great stories and they're such great people inside. It's just their negativity has overshadowed that. And someday, their better self will come out. It might not be in this life, maybe on the other side, because maybe their life is to teach others through their negativity. And who am I to judge? And if, maybe that was my path forward, and maybe I've changed things and I want to be more positive, because I was a depressed, negative person for years. I was on meds and stuff, and now I'm not. And I'm happy. I'm in a better place. I mean, my life is great. And even though the whole world's falling apart with this quarantine thing, I'm feeling I'm in my best place. Other people, I was just saying to friends that, how people used to say, oh, wish I lived in medieval times, wish I lived in ancient Rome or ancient Greece, wish I lived in the future. I love living right now. I think right now is a pinnacle moment. You're viewing a pinnacle moment in history. And my phone died. I don't know where I was, but I just want to say that death actually is a reward for a life well lived. So if we die from something, pain is horrible, dying is terrible for all around us, but those of us who do pass on, it's basically a payment for a well-lived life. Whatever. What's next?